Hello everyone. Today my kitchen's just about done. Yay! I'm going to make some shelves for up here, and I'm going to show you guys, and for down here. And I want to show you, like, you know, that looks like something difficult to cut, and I don't know, maybe there's special tools to get that angle, but I use aluminum foil, and I'm going to show you guys. I mentioned this before, and I'm going to show you guys how I do this, and then we'll see how the shelves turn out. Also, aluminum foil is good for, let me set this up. Okay, so also aluminum foil is good for when you're doing around your door jambs here and you want to get this angle, which, you know, a ruler is pretty good for that too. But when you got hard, I can't see it. When you got hard angles like that and you want to put shelves in here, because the cabinets didn't come all the way because the others were built-ins and they went to here. They went like angled. So the new cabinets did not go to an angle. So I'm going to put shelves in here to make it look right. So I'm going to show you guys. Let's do this. See if you can see. Okay, so when you got this weird angle, you take your aluminum foil. You make sure you use the flat wall. Lift your foil up. Keep lifting it up until you get to that point back there. Make sure it's all the way against the wall where you want it. Now, in my case, it might be messed up a little because the wall's not flush to the floor. The wall's above, so I can slide up underneath the wall. Which you got to try not to slide up underneath the wall. But once you get to your point back there, then you just hold your hand here after this is completely straight. And then you hope it works. No. And then you just take your foil and you crease it with your fingernail. You don't even have to push it hard enough to cut it, because you can reuse this piece of foil somewhere else. Alright, so then you pull it out, you fold it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Pull it out, you fold it, you got your little piece. Then you slide it back in and make sure it fits. Okay, now I need mine to go a lot longer, so I might have to use 2 pieces of foil. Or I can just continue that angle on a longer piece of wood. Is probably what I'm going to end up doing. Because I want my shelf to come out to, at least out to this line here. It's got caulking and stuff I got to get off there. But anyways, so then you hit another piece and fold it, so then that continues. But what you would have to do if you do it this way, I'm just going to make my wood longer. If you do it this way, you're going to have to tape that piece right there so that this is one whole piece when you pull it out. But I'm just going to do mine off of this angle here. And I'm going to make sure the board is longer, and I'll just continue this. I'll put a ruler on this piece and just continue it further down. So this is my piece. I'm going to go cut it. I'm going to go mark it on the wood. You have to like lay this out on your wood and you have to mark it. And then you cut it. So, you know, double check, triple check, make sure it fits in the hole where you're going to want it. If it's a little off, it's okay, because you're going to put it on trim board. You know, there's got to be something on this side and this side to hold the shelf in. So if it's a little off, it won't really matter too much, but try to make it straight. So I'm going to go cut my piece out of this, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I cut 2 of them. So I have 2. They're pretty close to being the same size. I mean, there might be off a hair here and a hair there. But there's the piece of wood that's supposed to fit in there. And here's how I did it. I just set that on there, but I made sure I had a longer piece of wood. And I just took a ruler and made sure that was straight with this. So let's find out if they fit, because I just cut 2 of them. Here we go. What do you guys think? You think it's going to fit? Let me set this down. Let's see. Okay. Voila! It fits. It fits perfect. I mean, yeah, there's a little gap here, but that's not going to matter. It's going to have that, like I said, that trim board underneath of it to hold it up. So I could put a little caulking on there and you wouldn't even see it. It's going to be good. What I'm going to do is, I have a couple little teeny pieces of this color because I had to buy them dishwasher end panels to make different cuts, which I'm going to show you the cabinets here in a few minutes. So I'm going to take a piece of this and I'm going to take it to Home Depot, and they're going to put it on this machine, and they're going to match me the closest paint color to this. It's just going to be paint. I'm not going to stain it. So they'll get me the closest paint color. I'm going to paint this wall inside of here the same color as whatever I can get closest to this. And then I'm going to do these shelves the same color. Let's see if the other one fits. Okay, here's the other one. Voila! They both fit. So, you know, one will be somewhere up in here. Level, of course. I don't know where. Somewhere. I mean, I might make 3. What do you guys think? I think maybe 2. I don't know. I might leave one on the floor. Maybe I should make a 3rd one. And leave one. Well, I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut this here. And it's going to be angled. And it's going to go to like right to this paint. So it's going to go to here. A little bit back. So it'll be a, it might not be an angle. I don't want to go straight back because then it's going to be back here. Trying to think. Now that would be a straight cut. So I would have to go, it would be up here. I don't want it out this far. I want it to go back with this. Oh, I'm not even showing you. I want it to be back flush with this. So somehow I'm going to cut this piece here, and it's going to be angled to here. Which I can get a ruler and we can try it real quick and see what we think. Oh God, I got to get up. And then your foil, you're done using that piece. You didn't rip it up. So what you do is you take the foil, you straighten it back out, and you can use it somewhere else. And these are little cheap pieces of foil. Like you pull the piece out, the 1 piece out, 2 piece out, whatever. Dollar Tree for $1. You get like 30 of them in a box. So you can reuse them. If you mess it up, you can throw it away. Oh. Okay, so let me show you guys my kitchen. You're going to be surprised. Here we go. Got all the cabinets in. I had to play doctor up there above the microwave because that cabinet was so short. And the one above the refrigerator is up, but I gotta fix something on the side. And then there's this side. Look at this, guys. And remember this shelf here that I built? I still gotta strip it off so you can't see all that white. And the new countertops are in. Here's my ruler. What do you guys think? They are granite, and the bad thing, and I didn't know this, they didn't tell me about granite, is if something gets spilled on it, they sealed it, but if something gets spilled on it, like if this was to get spilled on it, it would stain it. And you would have to like lay a wet rag there just to suck it back up out. And if it gets wet and stays wet and you don't wipe it off right away, little marks get on it. So this stuff is expensive, and they never even told me that that it did that. But it's alright. It looks really good. There's one seam and it's pretty seeable. It's right here. They had to seam right here. And you can notice it, but they said there's nothing, you know. They couldn't make one piece, they said. They probably could have. They probably just wouldn't be able to carry it in. But yeah, I'm very happy with it. It looks really good. But now I am trying to make shelves down here so this doesn't look so stupid. I want to make shelves up there. And over here, I want to make something up, some kind of shelves up there. And then, if you look up here, I had to doctor that and make something up there because there was a big gap because that cabinet was so dang small. I didn't know, oh, I'm not even filming. I didn't know that they made that cabinet bigger if you special ordered it. And I already cut a hole in it. So this part here looks like crap, but nothing I can do about it. We had to, it's got that vent that goes up to the outside. So we had to build this in here. I had already drilled a hole in the top of this cabinet and the bottom of this cabinet for the microwave before I knew they made larger cabinets for above the stove. So it didn't matter. I was just kind of screwed out of that deal. But it's all right. I made that thing up top. I bought that extra dishwasher end panel so that I could make something to go up there. And let me find these little things. Where are they at? Where, oh, where are they at? Huh. Maybe they're over here with all my junk. Yeah. These right here. I bought special strips too that match the cabinets. You know, this one's messed up. I messed a couple of them up. It matches the cabinets. And they are going to go, I'm going to glue them. Or just a little strip nail. They're going to go right there. And I'm going to go all the way around that box. It'll look really pretty. So, haven't got that far yet. And then up here, we got paper towels. Let's see here. Slide this over. I have to put a little strip there to block that off. Something similar to what I did above the microwave. I'm going to put it right there and fix that. But my kitchen looks really good. I'm so happy with it. The floors are done except for the laundry room. And the thresholds I've never done yet. I laid that threshold in there and it looks really good. I probably already showed you guys this. I just laid, it's just laying in there. It's not even mounted in there yet. But it looks pretty good. The rest of the house is kind of a mess because putting these cabinets up, we boxed a bunch of stuff up and threw it out in the living room. So, hopefully I'm shooting for summer that my house will be in order. Hopefully. I hope. I wish it would be sooner, but I don't know. Maybe it will be sooner. Who knows? And then here, we added this extra. See, before I didn't have that cabinet or this cabinet. I only had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then those above. Remember we had that big tall pantry? So now I have tons of counter space, which is awesome. And I have a lot of counter space over here. And I had to build this so that they would bring my countertop all the way out to the edge, which gives me a lot more room. It looks really good. And I can say that I did most of this by myself. I did the floors completely by myself. The cabinets, I had Tyler help me a little bit. And Tyler helped with all the bottom ones. And a couple of the top ones. And then my helper came over and helped me with a couple of the other ones. And also, he built that box inside that cabinet. And I did this thing across the top. And if you remember over here, the first time we hung these cabinets, which you can't see on this side. The first time we hung these cabinets on this side, we had put a board, we had put 3 boards on the back of it, and it poked out real far up here. So, when my helper came over the other day, he looks at me and he says, well, you're almost done. I said, well, I want to take those cabinets down, take them boards down, and find the studs and put them back up. So, it took us like 4.5 hours, but we got that done. We got the one above the fridge done. I'm trying to think. The rest of them were already hung. Then he built that box inside there. I built that thing up at the top. And yeah, so it took us about 4.5, maybe 5 hours. But Tyler and I had hung this, and you know how like the wall doesn't go, and the people that came in and estimated my kitchen, building me a brand new kitchen, you know, almost $20,000. It was between $12,000 and $20,000. And I'm like, you're crazy. So we did it ourselves. It saved a lot of labor. It's probably around the $10,000 range. But I wasn't getting new countertops before. I was keeping the old countertops. I wasn't adding these 2 new cabinets. So just for them to replace what was existing here was like $12,000 to $20,000, depending on the material I wanted to use. So, with me doing the floors, saved about $3,000 labor, which covered my countertops. Thank God. I did not install my countertops. I had to pay somebody to install them. These suckers are heavy. That's the only thing that I didn't install. Everything else I installed. I built the shelf. I, you know, did it all. And I'm so proud of myself. I've always been a handy person. I've always been, people used to call me Tim Allen or Mrs. Tim Allen or something, just because I think he had a show where he fixed things. I don't know. I can, you know, I won't back down from any challenge. I will, well, challenge of remodeling. See how those two look 2 different colors? It's the light. It's totally the light. Let me go over this way. If you go over this way, Let me see which light. I think it's the fluorescent light. I noticed this before and it kind of like really upset me. Now let's look at it. See how they look the same? It's crazy. It's the light, the fluorescent light. I may eventually take them down, and I don't know if I will or not. Who knows? That's what my old cabinets used to look like, which you guys probably seen in one of the previous videos. But I got my shelves, and then I want to show you guys. Now here, of course, that's going to be so hard to try to fit yourself a piece of foil up in there, unless I went up to the ceiling. If you have no other option, you don't have any cardboard, go up to the ceiling with the foil and do it on the ceiling. But I have cardboard, so, and I already cut it. Where's it at? Okay, so I haven't cut the shelves yet, but I have cardboard, and let's see, right top side, let's see. This right here, I already cut it out. You get it in there, make sure it's in the corner and against the wall. And, you know, what you do is you put a big piece in there, which I'll show you. Let me see, it's hard to hold the camera and do this. You put a big piece in there, and then you mark it. You put a pencil line there, and there's your shelf. So there's my shelf, which these shelves here, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do these. I would like to bring it straight out here, so they would look like the old cabinets. I don't know if I'm gonna go straight back or if I'm gonna go straight over here. I'm gonna try to go straight over here. Let's see. I mean, you know, I don't know if it might not even turn out, and it might look funny, but it might not. So that's my plan. I wanted to show you guys how I did it. I do have to go out back and cut some of these, and I want to cut one more of these right here, because I'm thinking 3 of these in here. And see, I have a little gap over here. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but like I said, when you put it in and it's got something holding it up, you're not going to see it. You put a bead of caulking, and see how I left it from a little bit away from there? I want to put that trim board across the front. So I'm thinking leave one at the bottom, and then we'll have a bottom shelf. I have no clue what I'll put in here, but right now I've been putting bags of potatoes in here. So if I leave one there and then come up one more, I could probably come up 2 more. I can probably put 3 shelves in here, and it'll probably look really good. So we will see. We'll see how it goes. The next thing I wanted to do was make my angle. So let me get the ruler. I think I was going to get that, and I lost my train of thought. Let me get the ruler and show you guys how I'm going to do it. Okay, point that down there. Oh, I'm burning up. It's so hot today. It's freezing at night, and it's hot today. Haley says she's freezing. Maybe it's because I've been working. I put my camper down and just been running around. Okay, let me find a pencil. Alright, so here's the ruler, and I want it to be there, but I want it to come to, can you see this wall here? Yeah, barely. Okay. So I want it to come to the corner of this wall. I mean, it would be okay like right here. I think it would be okay right there, but, let me think. Let me think. If I lift the bottom shelf up, now I got a whole nother idea. Dang it. If I lift the bottom shelf up to match right here, this would be wasted space. But if you look over here, underneath there, can you see under there? It would match that, and I would be able to put the trim board here too. But I think that's going to be wasted space. Because like under the cabinets, you know, down here is wasted space. So, and I want to trim this off with that little trim board I showed you up at the top. So I'm trying to think how I would do this. Would I cut it like this? I want it back in a little bit because I want to be able to trim that off. Where'd that piece of board go? Oh shoot. It kills me to get up and down, guys. Here it is. See this board here? I want to put it on the outside, which will look really good. So that means I have to go back in a little bit. Instead of making it flush with that, I'm going to have to go in a little bit more. So what I'll do is I'll pull it out some from the corner and hope I do this right. Let's see. Pull it out some from the corner. That way it'll be back in there pretty far. That way if I cut this line, I'll just use this one as a pattern for the other one. If I use this line to go where I want to go, I could bring that cabinet all the way over here. I just wonder what, the shelf, I just wonder what it's going to look like. I don't want to cut it and screw it up. I'm trying to think. Maybe I should leave it flush on that and pull it out away from the wall. It's still going to go back in the corner. Right? See, now you guys are brainstorming with me. I'm trying to think. Gotta definitely get it away from there. I think that'll be okay. Alright, so I'm gonna make a line. We'll cut it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't screw it up. And I still want it to... I'm gonna put a piece of trim board here. Where are we at? Okay, so... I'll put the, you know, the natural trim that comes along here and goes around the corner. I'll still put it up. I'm trying to think. These countertops go all the way to the corner. Maybe I should leave it like out with this. Maybe I should just leave it the way it is. But then I got this piece right here poking out from here, and I think that looks stupid. I definitely think that looks stupid. All right, let me do my brainstorm again and pull it out. Away from the wall. And do my line and my cut. I definitely want it to come out here. This wall here really needs painted. I want it to be back behind this paint line here. And this damn caulking is driving me crazy. So, I guess it really ain't gonna matter. Maybe I should just make them straight. I need a second opinion. It's gonna be too late when you see it because it's gonna be done. So, I pulled it away from the wall. If I go up here... If I just go straight, or if I just cut it, corner it. I think I should corner it. I think I should do this. I'll probably just do it all the way to the corner. Alright, so let me do this and see what this is going to look like. Okay. Can you see my little line there? It will match up with this, which actually it's going to be back in, see? It'll be back in because I pulled it out some. And then the trim board will still, the trim board should fit right in there. And then the trim board would go all the way across. Or it would go at the angle of the shelf all the way across. And then the next shelf, the trim board, and the next shelf, trim board. And then, like I said, this is what I'm taking to Home Depot. And they will get me the closest paint color. It's going to be off some, but it'll be alright. The closest paint color they can get me to this. And I will paint, like I said, this whole wall inside here. So it'll look like it's part of the cabinet. It'll look like it was just like a built-in. What do you guys think? You think this is going to work? And then it comes up to this trim. I think it'll work. And I don't know about, what do you think about putting one on the floor? Maybe I shouldn't put one on the floor. Maybe I should just put one there. And then one more. I don't know. Guess you'll find out when I get done. Because I don't have... Oh, wait a minute. Up here... Wait a minute. I'm screwing up. I'm glad I just looked at that. Because up here, it's not going to be down like that. We're not going to see this piece. Alright, I'm screwing up. I'm glad I didn't cut that. Because up here, I would want it to go out that far. So I would want it exactly like it is. See that? And it's back far enough. Maybe trim a little bit more off so that trim board will go on there right. I'm glad I didn't just cut that. Now if I put one at the bottom... I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I think I'm going to lift it up. Put a 2x4 at the bottom. And then when I run the kickboard under here, I'll run the kickboard over to here too. I think that'll work. So I think... I don't know what I'm thinking. Like I said, you guys are brainstorming with me. So I think I'm going to put the first shelf like right there. Up in the air. And then that's probably only going to leave room for like one more shelf. Because I don't know what I'm putting on it. So I'm only doing 2 shelves here. Yep. Perfect. Alright, so these 2 are good. So let me throw these back in here. And I'm not cutting them off. This one's a little bit smaller, but I might have to even them up, but that's done. I'll deal with that later. Now, up there, I gotta go out and cut the pieces for up there. If I can get up. Oh God, I have to get on my knees and crawl. Holy crap. My legs and my hips hurt so bad. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, so where's my piece of... oh my God, I'm having a major heat flash. Alright, so I need to cut some of these and see how they're going to turn out for up here. Now, I wish I knew what I was going to put on them stupid shelves. So that way I would be able to know how many shelves I want in there. You know what I mean? Yeah. On here, I think it would look good if I just put a thin shelf at the top and painted it brown. Just so that it's, I don't know, that ceiling looks like shit. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you'll see when I see. Alright, I gotta go cut some wood. Okay, guys. This side was a little bit more difficult. I popped this piece out so that I could, because I'm gonna cover it anyways. So I could get this piece back in here. Made my line. It goes back in there, like, pretty good. Let's see. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let's head this damn thing back in there. Okay, so it goes back in there pretty good. I made my line. I'm gonna try that side too before I go outside and cut this side. I already have this side. I'm gonna try this for this side. I'll just try a small piece of wood and see if it's gonna fit. So, but it was a little bit more difficult because I have that flat spot back there. See how I have this flat spot here? But, we'll see. Alright, here we go. Okay guys, I almost killed myself with the table saw. That little piece that I cut off there, it come flying back and it went into the garage. Luckily there was nobody standing in there. Smashed into the cabinet in the garage. If somebody had been standing there, would have killed them. That's awful. Now I need something to go from here up to here, but I gotta find a small ruler because my big ruler, I can't get it up there and angle it right. Oh goodness. So I'm gonna find something small and try to measure that off and see how it turns out. Okay guys, what do you think? It's not nailed in there or nothing. But, and then this trim board would go along here, along each shelf, all the way across, of course. I'd probably raise it up and have a little lip there so nothing falls off the shelf. But what do you think? And then if I paint the shelves the brown, paint that piece of wall the brown, it'll look pretty close to that, hopefully. I don't know. But, what do you think anyways? It looks pretty dang good. I do have some more of that dishwasher panel, but I do have to, and that's only going to be a teeny piece up there. I need to do that piece up there. And, you know, I hate to buy another one. They're 40 bucks. I could make some of these shelves out of the dishwasher panels, but I don't know. I could just paint them too. These are expensive shelves. Like this shelf here, well, 48. I think I had to, what did I have to buy? I don't know if I have to buy one or two. I think I had to buy, I think I used one for this, so it was 40, but then all the trim was like another 40. So it was like 80 bucks for that one little piece. So that's why I was thinking about painting these. But see how I brought it from the cabinet all the way out here? So then I have extra shelf, and when it's going up, it'll look pretty. It will look very pretty. But, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the wall. If the paint matches pretty good, then it'll be okay. But if the paint don't match pretty good, then it's gonna look stupid probably. Maybe not. But I gotta go get Tyler because it's time. Oh, I got a couple minutes. My alarms keep going off, so I figured it was time. But I have to make at least one more of these to go here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that top piece up there on the ceiling. I would have to make these out of the wood that I'm gonna make them out, this wood. And then I would have to lay them all on top of that dishwasher panel out there and see if I have enough to make them two and these 2 or 3, which I don't know if I will. But if I have these already cut out and just lay them on there, I might be able to. Alright, I gotta go measure out a couple of these real quick and go get Tyler.